Hi guys, Dr. B here. So my force diagram is going to be related to this object, and I am going to drop it from a certain height and I will demonstrate what forces are acting upon it. So yes, you can see that this is a lightsaber. So it's pretty heavy actually. So I'm going to drop this from a certain height, and then from there we will determine what forces are acting upon it. One more time. So the forces that are acting upon it are the force of gravity and also the force of air resistance. So in my diagram, let's say that we are going to consider air resistance for the first one. So I'm going to crudely draw my free body diagram. Let's say it's that. The dot is my center of mass. It's where all the forces are being concentrated, where the mass of the object is concentrated at, So the first one that we're going to talk about is the force of gravity, which is one that's fairly intuitive, something we already know. Let's say that's my force of gravity. Let's say that it's moving, both of these will be moving at a constant velocity. So that means that my air resistance needs to be the same length. So the vector for air resistance needs to be the same length as the vector of the force of gravity if it is moving at a constant velocity. Now let's say that we are going to ignore air resistance. So that means the only force acting on this is the force of gravity. Remember that your force of gravity is always vertically down. Downward, I mean. So just for fun, let's say that, so remember this is at a constant velocity. Let's say though that the object is accelerating down. So this is going to be accelerating downward, and we have air resistance as well. So this will be my drawing from my free body diagram right there. Let's say that's going to be my force of gravity. So then pointing upward would be my air resistance. But if I'm going to say that it is actually accelerating downward, so then my vector for air resistance needs to be shorter than the vector for the force of gravity. All right? So this is what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see free body diagrams as well as you explaining what is happening to the object. Okay? Hey guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this project. It's a little bit different than what we normally do in terms of what you all are turning in, so I hope that you kind of get a kick out of this and you enjoy coming up with the movement or the free body diagram you are going to do.